Hearing the word salad probably has you conjuring up images of a simple plate of greens, a couple veggies, and throw some dressing on there. But simple does not have to mean boring. So that is why I am here with dietitian Paula Gallagher from Giant Eagle Market District, as well as Chef Brian Loveless from the Cancer Support Community. So thanks for being with me as always.
Thank you.
Okay, first of all, Paula, how do we start things out with a salad? Because the base is probably one of the most important parts.
Exactly. So the base is the typical base that you think of. It's going to be your greens, but you want to make sure that you kind of steer clear away from using a lot of iceberg lettuce. It has a lot of water, but not a lot of nutrients. So you really want to go for your dark greens like kale or spinach or even like a spring mix for the most benefits.
And Chef Brian, I mean, we're looking at a lot of different options here that I think people probably don't even realize exist when they go to the grocery store. We get a bag and we call it a day, right?
That's true. And also it happens that some of them last longer in your refrigerator than others, which is also a nice thing to know. Romaine particularly, as well as kale, really lasts a long time in your fridge.
So it's not going to wilt on you when you're trying to make
Exactly.
a salad. Okay. All right, next, of course, vegetables, which we always want a lot of that on our plates. So what are some of the good things that we can put on there, Paula?
So I think the most important thing is varying your colors. So of course we have things like peppers and tomatoes and cucumbers and mushrooms and thinking outside the box. So maybe you have a vegetable that you don't necessarily love or that you just avoid. Throw a little bit on there just to add it into the flavors. You're not going to taste it all that much, and some of those vitamins and nutrients that you're maybe missing from not eating those vegetables, you're going to get a little bit more in that salad. But really trying to vary and load up on the low-calorie vegetables.
And talking about freshness, Brian, we want things to be easy, convenient, and taste fresh. Are we able to cut vegetables in advance and kind of store them to make it easy, or do we need to do it that day?
Yeah, the classics are cucumbers and carrots, trying to get back to Paula's point, which is really important to get lots of different colors.
Colors on the plate, that's what we like about it. Okay, something you always talk as well about is the protein, because that is the part that's going to fill us up when it comes to a salad. So what can we do there?
So exactly, so as soon as you throw a protein on a salad, it's now a meal. You've taken it to another level. But remember to think outside the box. So a lot of times people just throw chicken on a salad, but there's so many other options. You can always use leftover chicken and steak, but things like black beans, or tofu, or even hard-boiled eggs are all really good protein sources to kind of think outside the box, still get a lot of protein, still have a satisfying meal.
And Chef, I could imagine that when people come to you and they're looking for healthy things to eat, that you can steer them in the direction of different proteins to help them get benefits.
You really can. It's nice that there are so many good sources of protein other than the classic chicken or beef or something like that. I like to actually think of the way the Japanese and the Mediterranean diets are, is that you use your proteins as condiments, especially animal proteins, rather than the main source. And in a salad, it's the perfect foil for that.
And lastly, but sometimes most importantly, is the dressing. We like to top it with all that delicious looking stuff, but that delicious stuff isn't always the best for us.
Right, so a lot of dressings, the prepackaged dressings, are very high in calories. So you really want to limit how much you're using to maybe about 2 tablespoons. But another option is to use vinegars and olive oils and balsamics to top your dressing, because it's going to be a lot less calories and you can use them a little bit more liberally. And they also have very strong flavors, so they're going to get all the way through that salad.
And we've talked about this before, olive oil, that's something that's heart healthy, right? That people really need.
Oh, absolutely, it really is. It's an excellent thing to put on your salad. One of my favorite dressings is just freshly squeezed lemon and some olive oil with a touch of maybe salt, and pepper. And even if you want to go absolutely crazy, you can get some finely ground coffee and put a little bit of that in with the lemon and the olive oil, and it makes an amazingly different flavor with no additional calories.
Oh, that's a good way to think about it. A little salt, Paula, we can always do,
right? A little bit of salt,
yes,
that is okay.
Okay, well, thank you both for being with me. Of course, so now we're telling people, think outside the bag, get creative when it comes to your salad.
For sure.
Well, you can find recipes from the Cancer Support Community and Giant Eagle on our website, NBC4i.com/daytime. And make sure you join Chef Brian Loveless for his live cooking demo tomorrow night at 6 at the Kingsdale Market District.